I am live. Hello. Welcome, everyone. I am Creatively Lisa, and I'm vibing high in from Long Beach, California. Woo. I apologize for the few minutes late. Actually, it's a little more than a few minutes. It was 7:30 or 10:30. I always forget on hair day, it takes longer. So I absolutely apologize, but let me tell you that today's live is absolutely amazing. It's so powerful and something that I believe or I feel will make a huge difference in your pup's life and maybe even yours. It did for me anyway. That's all I can say. So what we're going to talk about today is, if you've read the top of it, the description or the title, you saw that Tulli and I took the same supplements. We did. We absolutely did. And what a blessing that was. Yep, that's right. You will be surprised at how often our pets mirror us. They mirror us for a variety of different reasons. They mirror us because of our eating habits and our thought processes. They mirror us because of our mindset and our mood. And when we eat and do things a certain way, we do the same things for our pets, and therefore they mirror us so much. So if you're new to listening to me, then let me just give you a quick recap so you get an idea. As I said, my name is Lisa, and I started on this journey many years ago with my pup, Joey. And he was diagnosed with being allergic to the atmosphere, and without me even realizing, I was poisoning. I didn't have any idea with the chemicals and the toxins that I was using in my home and on me. And I remember the vet actually telling me on his diet, is it good for you? If it's not good for you, then it's not good for him. And it made me think that how much stuff do I put in my body or I take for granted, and I'm doing the same thing for him, causing him damage and causing him ill as well. So not only did the environment cause him problems, but the food I was feeding him, I didn't know any better. And so he transitioned, and then fast forward, I got my girl Tulli, and I was on it by that point. I'd done so much research, and that I was really focused on giving her a holistic, clean living life with the best possible nutrition possible. And I probably even, or I know I did, I took better care of her than I even did myself. And which is why I'm fixing and sorting and healing everything now. And this is something that will give you an aha. And I'll tell you this also. When her and I would wake up every morning, we took a regimen of supplements. And so I made sure, two things. I made sure that we took them every single day. So I got the benefit of being so concerned with my kid. And two, I never ran out. And I was very focused on what we both ate. So this played a key role in her well-being, but also mine. And so I found that it was quite interesting that a lot of the same supplements that she was taking, I was taking as well. We varied on a couple, but mostly it was that. And a matter of fact, one of the supplements that I was giving her as a preventative measure, and I'll go over it, I started having massive hip problems and ended up having a torn labrum. And so I started taking the supplement because I knew what it did for her. And I saw improvement within a week and a half to 2 weeks. And it has slowly improved and healed now to where it doesn't even bother me at all. Holistically, naturally. I did it all through the holistic route and feel amazing about that exact process. So because of that, I did better. So when you start thinking of these things, you're like, wow, we end up doing, we think, really, really good for our kiddos, and we don't do as much for ourselves. So by doing this routine, that her and I took the same supplements, it made it so much easier. So let me ask you a few questions and let's get going. Does your pup struggle with joint issues, maybe? Low energy, itchy skin? What if there was a solution that was as simple as just making a shift in their daily routine? Are you concerned that your dog isn't getting the nutrients from the food that you're feeding them? Wondering why they're graying way earlier than necessary or even at all? And at such early ages, statistics show that at the earliest age of even 5 and 6 years old, dogs are having problem with mobility and they're graying. And there's reasons for this. It's the food that they're eating. It makes a massive difference. And one thing we can't do anything about is that the quality. We do the best we can, organic, grass-fed, free range, all of these things, whole foods, no fillers, no additives, definitely no chemicals. But how good is the quality? The nutrients that used to be in our food source even 20 to 30 years ago isn't there today. So it's missing nutrients, and therefore it's missing nutrients in us, and we're missing them as well, and so is our pups. So having a good regimen routine of what you give them every day in their food and any extras is a key point in their longevity, their vitality, and how they age and how well they live vibrantly with you. And what I learned more so than anything is that the fact that I knew I was taking care of her food, I was proud, and it really strengthened the bond that her and I had. And I want that. And I want that more than anything for you. Yes. So for years, and it was interesting how it started when I lived in Italy, actually. That's when the whole process got started. And we started taking the same supplements while I lived in Italy. And then I returned and I won an incentive. So I had a year's worth of this amazing juice, which I'll show you. And her and I both took it. And the benefits that she and I received was profound. She was 12 and a half when she transitioned. She had perfect eyesight, no graying, perfectly white teeth. She could hear amazingly, no arthritis or bone problems. And she was a 70-pound chow. She's a big girl, solid. And she was playing and running right until the end. Wanting to play with me when I come home, was so wiggly and happy. So these things are possible with our pups. And they're aging at an accelerated rate because they're not getting the nutrition that their body needs. And they're surrounded by toxic chemicals, sometimes from inside the home and definitely from outside, just in the environment alone. So whatever we can do to bring that to a minimum, we need to. It's so important. So let's get going a little bit more. Now, I've written this down so that I make sure I don't miss anything. So here's some reasons why supplements might just be as important to your pup as they are for you. Number one, as I mentioned earlier, nutritional deficiencies. That is huge. Our food is, just as I said, isn't as nutritious as we'd like it to be, and we don't always eat the things that our actual body needs. Same thing goes for our pups. They don't either. And also you have to make sure, especially if they're on a homemade raw diet, you have to really make sure that they have the minerals and all the extra vitamins that their body needs that are in some of the other foods. So you just got to pay attention to that. And there's a list that I can give you of all the different minerals and vitamins that your dog needs on a regular basis. I have that. So if that's something that you want, just say vitamins, and I'll make sure I get that list out to you. So the second reason is, and I mentioned this also, was joint health. Number two, joint health. As they age, dogs need extra support in their joints and in their bones, just as we do. We need that as well. And so I started giving her this supplement specifically to give more chondroitin, more glucosamine, and things like that, because they're a game changer for the bones and joints. And I did it as a preventative measure, and it paid off. Paid off for both of us. It prevented her from ever having any bone or joint problems, and it healed me, helped heal me as well. So it was a win-win. The third reason is for the skin, the coat, and brain health. And this is equally as good for us, for our skin and our hair and our brain. Equally as important. Omega-3s are not only amazing for the skin and the coat, very, very shiny, and also, what's the other one? Coconut oil is really good as well. But it's also great for brain function. Omega-3s are amazing for brain function, both in our pups and in us. Tulli always had the softest fur around, and she was very sharp as a tack. And even her eye to mouth coordination and catching balls late as she got older was unbelievable. So I really focused on this, and I gave her. Unfortunately, at the time, I wasn't giving myself the omegas. I gave them to her. So she was on that. And then also digestive health. Our bodies need probiotics. Theirs does too. Her food that I was giving her had an automatic probiotic in it. But I went ahead and I gave her one as well. I gave her, so she had one. We both took a probiotic before we went to bed at night. And so that makes a difference. It helps balance, both your digestive system and your pup's digestive system. And it promotes the growth of healthy gut bacteria as well. And right now, a leaky gut and bad gut problems in humans and in dogs too it's overrun. Too many people have it. I'm healing from it as right now myself. But here's the thing. These types of products that you're buying, quality matters. More than anything, quality matters. And you want a good type of a supplement that actually absorbs into the body. And unfortunately, most of the store-bought ones that you find out on the street, if they've been tested a lot of times by a third party, and most of the time the ingredients that they say they aren't even in the bottle. And they're much larger molecular structure, more man-made, and the body kind of repels it. It's not an organic material. So the body doesn't absorb it as much as it should. Typical supplement that you can buy in a store, if it actually is what it says, is approximately 25 to 30%. That's it. The rest of it, it's going right through you. It's not doing you any good. I luckily have an amazing supplemental line that actually absorbs into the body, and it absorbs over 80% actually. So it makes a difference. I take far less, and it works much, much faster, much, much better. So this is something that is very important. And really looking at what the bottle says and actually being sure about it. Are you seeing improvement with what you're giving them? If you're not, stop giving it to them. It's not helping them at all. And in a lot of cases, if it's not what it says it is, it's harming them. So it is such an important part of it, not only utilizing supplements, but taking high quality supplements as well. So it's a twofold process. So I'm going to go over again the 4 reasons why supplements are just as important for you as they are for your pup. Nutritional deficiencies, joint health, skin, coat, and brain health, and digestive issues, digestive health. These, being conscious of these and taking a supplement is going to make a huge difference in how you feel. Now, let's get on to the next part. And this is something that I made it a game. I thought it was hilarious that we took the same supplements. And every day I would sit and I would prepare them for both of us. So for the past, when I discovered it, I want to say, well, now it's even longer for me. So since 2016, so what is that, 8 years? It was 7 years for Tulli. It was 8 years for me. We have been taking the same supplements. Yes. And I'm going to go over them with you and let me know if any of these resonate, because these supplements are amazing for the body. And then we'll go over the features and what they actually do, the benefits, which is actually the key thing. So Ningxia Red, I talk about this a lot because I can't live without it. She and I both took it. She got an ounce every day, and I am healing some gut issues, so I take it about 2 to 3 times a day. I just mixed it up in her food. And that's what's good with most of these supplements is that you can just mix it in with their food. So you don't have to be, some you do, some are pill form, but most of the time you can just mix it in with their food. And in which case, easy peasy. So here's to it. And what Ningxia Red is good for is that it's a massive antioxidant. It helps support eye health. It also gives you a massive energy boost, and it kind of levels out your energy throughout the day. It gives you extra immune support also. And for both of us, it was a massive antioxidant and an anti-inflammatory. I just got through finishing another round of this thing called the Reset. And I got to tell you, from January to now, it changed my life. I lost weight, my brain cleared up, the mental fog, sadness, depression, my gut health improved, and I just started staying consistent, and it slowly healed everything. And now I can't imagine being without it. It's just amazing. And we both took it every day. And that was wonderful. I love the fact that she never had any eye problems. And I think it was because of this. I absolutely know it is, because it supports eye health. Number 2, and this is the one I mentioned earlier, was BLM. And this one is wonderful. It helps both you and them with bone support and joint support. No stiffness, no creaks, just vibrant living. And it slowly goes in and helps rebuild and heal the cartilage and such. It has all the chondroitin, all of that stuff in it. And it is fantastic. And it just depends on the weight. So that is something that I take religiously no matter what. And then we also took a probiotic every night before we went to bed. And the probiotic really helps support your gut health, and it keeps it in check. Even one a night is usually, if you're in good condition in your gut, you only need one a night. It makes a difference. Now, this is also beneficial and crucial for your overall health as well. You have to have this. Most people that have a lot of gut problems, they have other health challenges as well. And that's what I'm now healing myself from also. So the next thing was a multi-greens. And we took this because neither one of us ate a lot of greens. We don't eat a lot. I do some, but not as much as I need to. So a good solid multi-green vitamin. And this also went right in her food. Supports a healthy immune system and helps detoxify the body, which, as you know, with everything out in the universe, out in the environment, we've got to really do a lot to detoxify it. And there's other ways that you could detox as well. I'm happy to, if that's something that you want to know more about, I'm happy to help you with that also. Just comment detox below and we'll connect and I can help you with that. And then what I mentioned earlier, green omega-3s, that's what it is. And the omegas are fantastic for brain health. They're also great for heart health. And it's great for keeping the inflammation at bay and down. And it helps the skin, the coat, the hair, all of that, our nails. It's fantastic for all of that. So those are the main ones. And then these I also did. These were just as crucial, I found. A little frankincense goes a long way. And I gave some to her every day. And also myself. I put it on the top of my head. And I'd put a little in her food. And I would pet her with it as well. I'd put it in my hand. And I would pet her with it. And I use that to really calm and help and heal her when she had anytime she would have health issues. We did that and it worked amazingly. And the last thing that I used on an ongoing basis was these. And that is an amazing immune supportive cleaner, household cleaner. Helps keep the entire environment healthy. It keeps the germs at bay, and it leaves an amazing scent in the area and a profound feeling of relaxation and peace of mind, knowing that there is no chemicals or no nasty toxic scents anywhere around. By utilizing supplements, these types of supplements, it's going to bring you a lot of benefits. Now, I want to give you 2 bonus essentials as well, because I used this also. One was a specific Dentarome toothpaste, and it is a baking soda base, and it's made with the thieves oil, and it helps heal gums and keep a really good teeth. And so I would brush your teeth with this pretty regularly, at least once or twice a week. And then I also used a thieves oil. So use the thieves cleaner to clean the house with, and that is a bonus essential. And then the thieves oil I use just in general for immune support. I'd put it in her food if she wasn't feeling good. I would use it. She got kennel cough one time, and I called my holistic vet, and they gave me a regimen of a couple different things, and Manuka honey being one of them. And I also gave her thieves oil and another supplement, and I got rid of it naturally. So there's ways that you can utilize these that makes a huge difference. So the Dentarome toothpaste, there's no fluoride in it, so you don't have to worry about that toxic. It's very toxic for us, was known for our animals as well. And it's going to help them stay healthier. It's going to help their teeth stay whiter and cleaner, and it's going to really help heal the gums and everything as well. So that is what our daily routine was that we took every day. So I'm going to go over them again. So what Tulli and I took every day was Ningxia Red, BLM, Life 9 probiotics, multigreens, green omega-3s, frankincense vitality, thieves oil. And then the bonuses are thieves cleaner and Dentarome Plus toothpaste. These products, I made this amazing bundle actually, and I would order it on a regular basis. And so I've always had what we needed to live healthy. And can you imagine coming home knowing that when you walk in that door, your environment and what you're giving your pup is healthy, and it's helping them live a better, more vibrant life, and you both are thriving. Think of that feeling of that confidence, knowing that you don't have to worry about anything, and you know that you're giving them exactly what their body needs. It's such a relief. It's such a peaceful feeling. And I was so proud when I would make her food and I would put it all in there and I would watch her eat it. I felt so blessed. Actually, that's the blessed and blissed out that I was able to do this for her every day. Supplements are so important. We have to take this into consideration, especially as our babies get older. Because when they get older, they need even more support. So starting them younger, preventative, it allows them to have a much more smooth transition as they age and thrive much, much longer than they typically are today. And I don't know about you, but I got to tell you, losing her was probably the most painful, excruciating experience I've ever been through. It still bothers me today, but I know that I did my best, and I didn't have to worry about our home, our environment, or anything, and that made me feel so much better. Her energy, when she transitioned, her vet, I remember him telling me this, he was amazed that every time we would go in for a checkup. He's like, I don't understand it. He'd do test results and he'd get blood work, and all the tests would always come back as the dog half her age. And he would tell me, keep doing what you're doing. I said, I'm certainly not going to stop because I know it's working. I can tell just by how she felt and how she was with me. It also strengthens that bond that the two of you have, knowing that they're taken care of. And it just gives that extra space in that room, and it gives a much more of a peaceful feeling within you. It's profound. Can you imagine? It's pretty awesome. So support your dog's health the same way you support your own. You love them just as much as they love you. And that nutrition and that support will make a profound change in your life and your pup's life. Of that, I am certain. So if this resonated with you and you want to learn more about supplements and you're looking for solutions to itchy skin, to hot spots, to wondering why they're having to go to the vet all the time, wondering what's going on and you can't quite figure it out, reach out for me, message me, comment vitamins, and let's have a chat and see if some of this might work for you. Some of this might be helpful, because living more holistically with your pup is going to allow both of you to thrive so much better and so much longer together. Anyway, with that said, I so appreciate you watching. Michelle, thank you so much. Thank you so much on Facebook. If there's any questions you have, please don't hesitate to message me. And remember, follow and stay tuned, because I will be back on another live next Wednesday with another cool topic. I'm excited, and I'm also really excited to let you know that my content is going to be taking a really cool shift a little bit. Not missing anything, but I'm going to be adding some more stuff to it. I've been really focusing in on some things, and I'm learning a little bit more about what's necessary and what you guys need. So if you have anything that you want to learn more about, then just post in the comments, and I'm sure I can either do a live about it or do a reel about it or anything at all. If there's something that you want to know more about, let me know that as well. I'm so grateful for you and for you watching and for you being a part of my community. Remember, always create something magnificent with your pup and live vibrantly. And I will see you on the next live. Ciao for now. Bye.